Let's continue the adventure with the new expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. Vamos a jugar la nueva expansión de The Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivec, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivec sent the three of us to seek guidance at the underground ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. But we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivec bestowed upon us. Canon Levoon, he remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivec's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
TESO, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
do they mean? What happened? Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra, vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the Buoyant Armiger. The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Ornsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivec's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivec's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivec stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated. Vile creatures! The Buoyant Armiger. Where are you from? You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's... Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind.
those monsters. It's too dangerous. What am I going to do?
Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to say to me, Vivec, be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivec's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summon. Take this scroll with Lord Vivec's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead aunt. A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sothasil and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power. Who's Sothasil? It's like asking who are Vivec and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sothasil is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivec's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Hello, my friend. You seem to think that Pakruti is a good egg, even though you know he is slightly cracked. Pakruti appreciates that. Your rewards are ready. Exceptional. A solid pick. There are no crates remaining. Purchase more if you wish to try your luck again. These precious gems can be traded for valuable rewards. Until next time. Well met, and good fortune to you. Pakruti can see a lucky aura around you today. Goodbye, my friend.
Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Saint Denis. Vivec be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivec's inquiries. I've already... A few of my... Who sewed the seal? Well, I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't mine. A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrin. Who sewed the seal? Before we go in, follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance. used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate. The summoning chamber. Call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivec's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivec has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivec's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivec always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes. But not the one that Vivec presumes. Sothasil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing...
I hope that's what Lord Vivec needed. Let's talk outside. Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivec City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hang. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected to. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivec City. To help me. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Satanin to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivec City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivec will want to reward. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and you can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our 3 living gods, Vivec, Almalexia, and Sotisil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivec, but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
I don't like the way the mountain rumbles these days. Makes me glad we're about to set sail and leave all this disaster behind us. We're headed to Sadrith Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
Best mounts in all of Vardenfell, right here. Come in and see what's available today. You look like you know your way.
So much to do.
Anything I can do for you?
you're here about the property, you'll need to return later. I'm dealing with some unforeseen complications. Until recently, Bulag Idolus was my tenant. When I learned she used my property to run a skooma operation, she broke into my office and absconded with the deed. Without it, the guard does nothing. They don't believe I own the place. It's a total loss. Yes, you can. I can't have the place tarnishing my good name. If you recover the deed and key, I'll sign it over to you. Bulag Idolus had a falling out with her old partner, Zugugov, I think.
From Black Marsh, here to make a business and prosper. No one told me that.
Please, Vivec! This is the person who helped me at the tomb.
Lord Vivec, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say, I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Laboul, and let us speak. Canon Level says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god? Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed. The Daedric Prince. Levoul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more information on these matters, hence the need for the divination ritual.
If you aren't here to work, I'm not here to talk.
Outlanders. Who else but the ignorant savages from other lands would barge into my office and expect to be able to just speak to someone of my stature?
Do I look like someone who has time to chat? Because I assure you, I do not.
The jobs I hand out aren't easy, but they are well rewarded.
outlander. Lord Vivec trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you. But who am I to question my God? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first? Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivec. Listen closely. I hate it. Despite my objections, Vivec believes you were sent to him, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the overseer that Lord Vivec requires the blessing stone. Then bring it to me in the palace. You'll receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivec, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead. Ask your questions. It's not like I'm the busy arch-cannon of the living. Ah, the ignorance of outlanders. How refreshing. The blessing stones serve as repositories for small amounts of Lord Vivec's power. They allow his favor to permeate sanctified locations. We need such a stone to power the divination ritual. If you haven't guessed yet, the phenomenon interferes with Lord Vivec's power in unusual ways. It will be safer for everyone if I perform the ritual by using the blessing stone instead of drawing on my Lord's personal store of energy. Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. Lord Vivec's senses eclipse those of mere mortals. Suffice it to say, he feels a disturbance in the flow of energy throughout Vardenfell. He seeks to discover the source of that disturbance. Lord Vivec sees signs and portents everywhere. It's the poet at his core. I tend to be much more pragmatic. Sometimes a volcano is simply a volcano, and not a harbinger of doom. As for the Daedra, I have no idea. Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, I also obey my Lord Vivec, so I won't tolerate your involvement and do my best to aid you.
the library of Vivec, and be welcome. If you seek knowledge, perhaps we can come to a suitable arrangement. Well, have you come to see our wonder in miniature? Our magnificent tribute to Morrowind? Alas, the work is not yet complete, and, truth be told, there is more to our miniature Vardenfell than simply a representation of our land at a reduced scale. Indeed, and once complete, it will point us to the location of the lost library of Andu, the secret repository of the knowledge of the great houses. I just need someone to help me handle the legwork, as it were. Well, that's the rub. Literally. The ancient families of Vardenfell hid the location of the library and then placed clues to find it at their ancestral tombs. I need someone to take rubbings of these clues. Will you help me solve this mystery? Excellent. Let's start with a simple one. Head north of Vivec and travel to the Orthrellis ancestral tomb. Look for a stone plaque near the tomb and take a rubbing of the words inscribed upon it. Return to me with the rubbing and, well, you'll see. Every important family owns at least one tomb. Of course, I'm most interested in those that predate the rise of the great houses. Specifically, we're hoping to recover records presumed lost. Genealogical records related to the earliest Velothi settlers. It could improve our understanding of the origins of the great houses 100-fold. served in the House Guard before I decided I needed a new challenge. Now I battle Daedra with the exceptional men and women of the fight.
We have many customs I suppose will seem odd to you. Never fear, you seem odd to us too. Please bear in mind we don't eat with our hands or appreciate inappropriate displays of public nudity.
All this talk of Red Mountain exploding makes Serapi yearn for the knife-happy guards of Abba's Landing.
I'm not picky about what you bring me, or where you happen to pick it up. A sale is a sale to me.
Yes, your goods will be perfectly safe. I personally guarantee it.
I might, for the right price. But my loyalty is expensive. So you do know how this works. I searched your place the night she left town, but the only thing worth taking was some old papers. You paid well enough, so I'll let you look through them. Check my bag.
You think this lot is bad? Try working with merchants. They're more cutthroat than the shadiest figure here.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Peace of mind? That's not something you can put a price on. Our vaults provide that and so much more. I'm certain you'll be.
My store may be the only enchanting thing about this city. And you can tell any of it.
The study of alchemy is a time-honored...
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days. Our blessing stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our blessing stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea. Lord Vivec? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the Blessing Stone. The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone. I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift.
You look like you know your...
Get on or get moving. I don't have all day. Where are you going?
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
Looks like you cleared a path through the debris and rescued my trapped workers. Thanks.
there's conflict, since we put scrib into trouble dire.
If you came, you must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify. I'm authorized to train and certify provisionals, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. I suppose I should mention Millineth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true... Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties, I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength. Potions of all kinds, the subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only... Potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first.
Honor and service.
Welcome to the Guild Hall, Knowledge Seeker. What brings you here today?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up... Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as... We are neutral in the war between the three alliances, while many of us here in Volkelgard hold true to the Eagle Banner. When we're on guild business, we kneel to... Good to see you back again, Adept. The Guild is stronger.
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available. We are neutral in the war between the... Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as we provide training in unique...
I've been reading a most fascinating account of the travels of Kirith and Raynor, Dark Elf explorers. Have you heard of them? I think I met them.
I find this land strange. I appreciate the long and cherished magical tradition, really I do, but the insects and giant fungi?
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or, welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand, but he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but colors... Ah, it's my comrade in arms. Welcome back.
The Fighters Guild goes where the battle takes us. Even this land of puny dark elves and bugs as big as a mammoth. Not even the wood speaks to me on a day as slow and listless as this. Even the boards bore me. Ah, potential customer enters my quiet shop.
Did you feel that just now? Was that another rumble? Sorry, but that smoldering mountain has my teeth on edge. We don't have anything like that back in Skyrim. Oh, where are my manners? Would you like to see my wares?
I can train and certify you as a blacksmith, a clothier, or a woodworker. Which would you like to start with first?
Please, Vivec.
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivec always draws the string. Stand over there. In Canon Level's absence, you will form the third corner of our ritual triangle. When you're ready.
The battle ends.
Hear the words of the warrior poet, and reveal the source of Lord Vivec's distress. Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research. Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down. We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no. Not images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land. Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before. The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it. To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvus in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, my divine energy diminishes with every passing moment. But the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not. Yes. While Archcanon Tarvus has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the Tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow. At first, I barely noticed the loss of energy. But as I continue to grow weaker, the more it feels like an attack against my person. Besides, the answer. Let us not dwell on disasters to come when we have problems enough to deal with in the here and now. Consult with Archcanon Tarvus and discover the source of this attack. Then we can put... They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity. But so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. Almalexia hoards her energy and has barricaded... My brother travels. We have not heard from him for quite some time. But I sense that he remains safe and in possession of his full power. Funny. You always wanted to discover...
Another adventurer looking for work? Did you? Well, that's why it was posted. It's simple. Citizens tell us what they need, and we arrange for the job to be completed. You'll be able to meet with a client. Belarus Omeril and her brother Traylan will handle your assignments. Check in with them frequently to see if they have a job for you. They'll inform you what you need to accomplish. Belarus' requests may appear straightforward, but many adventurers find them difficult to accomplish. The assortment of enemies she'll ask you to face are all powerful, and I would recommend gathering allies before heading out. I would hope. You came to us, after all. Traylan and Belarus are just down the hall. They should already have assignments for you. Speak to either of them to get started.
Current events have left the temple in need of additional resources. The requests I handle are citizens whose interests best align with the goals of the temple. You'll work with these individuals to help. We believe the Kamona Tong are smuggling slaves in a cavern called Kartag Point. If true, we have the opportunity to prevent them from gaining a foothold in the region. Search the Kamona Tong campsite in Kartag Point and eliminate their commander. This should slow their progress. Vorar Vendu has brought this issue to our attention.
Citizens hand in their request, I tell you what I know, and you take care of it. The person with the problem is usually more than willing to talk your ear off about it. Dinor Salvi is having trouble over at the Messiah Dadalit egg mine. Seems they had a recent influx of Kwama coming in, and now there's far too many for the miners to handle. I heard there's a particularly not... You just need to help reset the balance. Head to the mine and kill as many Kwama as you can. Don't forget to off the Queen's new sweetheart as well. Salvi's in Vivec City if you have any other questions.
Help! Someone, please help!